It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday. Once again, we are waking up with mild temperatures. We're in the mid-60s today, and it won't be quite as warm as it was yesterday, but we are still looking at warm conditions across the Ozarks today with high temperatures right around 80 degrees. We've also got windy conditions again today, but the good news is a cold front is on the way. It means a total pattern change for us, and some widespread showers and thunderstorms are back in my forecast as we head into this evening and overnight tonight. Rain and storms are a welcome change after all the dry conditions and the terrible drought conditions that have been developing across the Ozarks. We are finally going to start to see some relief from that. Windy again today, though, and before the rain arrives, I think high temperatures will manage to make it to 80, which is still 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. The cold front that I'm talking about, it's been causing all sorts of trouble back out to our west. In fact, severe weather today for much of the western portion of the Midwest. We've also got a severe weather outbreak expected for the plains. There's a chance that a few of the thunderstorms for us in the Ozarks could be on the strong side tonight. It's something I'm watching as that cold front gets a little bit closer. However, the timing looks so late that I think the severity will likely be lower tonight than what we see out west this afternoon, what develops for portions of Oklahoma and portions of southeastern Kansas. This will result in rainfall for us, though, but I think most of the daylight hours are dry. So just expect dry, windy conditions. We'll even get partial sun today. I expect the widespread rain and thunderstorms comes through very, very late. We're talking like midnight tonight, and it's off of the radar by 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So we are not talking about a washout of a forecast for Halloween. The all-important trick-or-treat forecast still looks okay in terms of precipitation. I think the rain's out of here by early tomorrow morning, but what we will be left with is a much colder forecast. Temperatures definitely drop, and with the rain and storms overnight tonight, there's at least some chance that a few of those are going to be a bit on the strong side. The main concerns at this point appear to be some hail and some high gusty winds. Don't be surprised if you get a wake-up call from the thunderstorm overnight tonight, because there could be some strong storm activity in that. We will be much colder on Halloween with highs falling to the 60s, but for trick-or-treat time, I want to warn you that temperatures are going to be significantly colder than what we're used to. We've also got this north breeze that kicks in, so temperatures, I think by 6 p.m. fall back into the low 50s. We'll be in the 40s for most of the trick-or-treat hours. So think about adding a layer to those costumes, getting something underneath, putting a jacket on top. That will be necessary for the trick-or-treat forecast tomorrow night. I am expecting that we then see some much cooler conditions. They last all the way through the weekend with highs barely making it to the low 60s. Around the country, what's making headlines is this risk of severe thunderstorms out over parts of the middle and lower Mississippi valleys today. The central and southern plains are also seeing some of that severe weather, and it does appear that all modes of severe weather are possible back to our west. Again, here in the Ozarks, I think the biggest risks for us are going to be for some gusty winds and some large hail. I then have much cooler conditions, not just for the Ozarks, but for a lot of the Midwest. Everybody's been seeing kind of a heat wave here over the last couple of weeks, and there is a kind of a major cool down coming for much of the country. Snowfall happening in the northern Rockies, and the tropics, well, they're staying quiet. At least that's the prediction for the next 7 days or so. So that is welcome news across the region. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question today, going with the Halloween theme for the questions this week. Before pumpkins, which root vegetable did the Irish and Scottish carve on Halloween? Options that I gave you were A, potatoes, B, carrots, C, radishes, or D, turnips. And, well, I guess it seems like you could carve into all of these nice, hard, hearty root vegetables, but it's actually D, turnips, which is the answer. Kind of surprising, although the shape was probably conducive to this. The Irish tradition of carving turnips into scary-faced lanterns is part of an ancient Celtic festival. So Now we know. They involved carving turnips, placing embers inside them, and then placing them near doors or windows to scare away evil spirits. Fun fact, this is initially where the term jack-o'-lantern came from. They were trying to ward off Jack. It was a folk tale in Ireland, and they carved turnips and lit them. I think the pumpkin is probably better. Easier to get the inside out too. Not much in it. All right, here's your question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which Ninja Turtle is the most popular Halloween costume? Who do you think gets chosen the most? Do you think it's A, Leonardo, B, Donatello, C, Raphael, or D, Michelangelo? You can take your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I am meteorologist Abby Dyer. We will chat again tomorrow on Halloween morning. Prepare for the rain and storms overnight tonight. Don't be surprised by the thunder and lightning. And thank you so much to our sponsors, Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Have a great one.